Good morning, my dear students. Let us start part 2 of chapter 2, whole numbers. We will see some properties of whole numbers. Now let us start with properties of addition. Property number 1 is closure property, which means the sum of two whole numbers is always a whole number. Here I have taken two whole numbers a and b. Then the sum of two whole numbers, that means a plus b, is also a whole number. We have taken 7 as a and 3 as b. 7 plus 3 will give us 10, which is also a whole number. This property is called closure property. Property number 2, commutative property. If a and b are two whole numbers, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. It means if we change the order of the terms, quantities, the result remains same. It doesn't change. Suppose I have taken two numbers 9 and 7. 9 is A and 7 is B. 9 plus 7 will give us 16. Now I shall change the order. That means I shall write B in the first position and A in the second position. That means 7 plus 9. That will also give us 16. It means A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is called the commutative property for addition of whole numbers. Property number 3 is associative property, where we shall have three whole numbers. The sum of any three whole numbers remains same even if we change the order in which the numbers are grouped. Suppose we have three whole numbers a, b and c. If I add a and b first and then add this to c, it will give the same result as a plus result of b plus c. Suppose I have taken three numbers 5 as a, 6 as b and 9 as c. Now 5 plus 6 within bracket plus 9. So within bracket means we have to add 5 and 6. Then we can add 9 to the result. 5 and 6 will give 11 plus 9, that is 20. In the second grouping of numbers, I have grouped B and C and added the result to A. So B and C are added first, then it is added to 5. So B is 6 and C is 9. So B plus C is 15. 5 plus 15 gives 20. So in any order we group, the sum is always same. This is called the associativity of addition of whole numbers. Now property number 4, identity property. It is very simple. If 0 is added to a whole number, the sum is the number itself. That means if I add 0 to any number, the result is the number itself. If I add 0 to 100, it will give 100. If I add 0 to 1, it is 1. like that. Now we have some examples. Let us begin with the example where I have taken three numbers. Add the numbers 235, 367 and 128 in as many ways you can. So what you have to do here? You have to make some groups of the numbers and show that the result is same. I have assumed 235 as A, 367 as B and 128 as C. In the first row, I have grouped B and C. B and C I have written in the bracket. It means I will add B and C first, then I shall add this to A. So B and C, B is what? 367, C is 128. 367 and 128 if we add, we get 495, and after that we add this to A 235, which will give us 730. In the second row, we have grouped A plus B and then added to C. That means A and B we have to add first, then we have to add it to C. A is 235 plus B is 367. We added both, we got 602 plus C 128, which will give 730. In the third row, I have grouped A and C, then added to B. A and C will be added first. A is 235, C is 128 and B 367. A and C if we add, we get 363 plus 367, that is also 730. In the next example, we are given to find the sum of 8 numbers by suitable rearrangement. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 896 plus 897 plus 898 plus 899. We have to make groups of the numbers so that the sum makes a round off result. So if I add 1 to 899, it will give us 900. This is a round off number. If we add 2 to 898, this will give 900. That is also a round off number. If we group 3 and 897, that will give us 900. That is another round off number. If we add 4 and 896, that will also give us a round off number. So 1 plus 899 is 900 plus 2 plus 898, that is also 900, plus 3 plus 897, that is 900, plus 4 plus 896, that is 900. And now this is very easy to add, which will give the result 3600. So by making groups, you can easily find the sum of numbers. Now let us practice some problems from exercise 2.1. Question number 1. Question number 1. Is the sum of any two even numbers an even number? Verify with taking whole numbers. So the question is, if we add two even numbers, is the result an even number? Now what is an even number? The numbers which are divisible by 2 and left with no remainder. If a number is exactly divisible by 2, then that number is called an even number. 0, 2, 4, 6 are even numbers. Now let us take any two even numbers like 4 and 6. 4 plus 6 will give us 10, which is also an even number. Again, we shall take another even number, 14 and 34. If we add both the numbers, we get 48. 48 is also an even number. So, two even numbers, the sum of two even numbers will give us an even number. Now let us see question number 1, 2. Is the sum of any two odd numbers an odd number? Give example in support of your answer. Now what is an odd number? The numbers which leave remainder after dividing by 2 are odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7 are odd numbers. Let us take 1 and 5. 1 is odd number, 5 is odd number. If we add, we get 6. 6 is an even number. Again, two odd numbers, 9 and 15. If we add, we get 24. 24 is an even number. Therefore, sum of two odd numbers is an even numbers. Question number 2. Determine the sum by suitable rearrangement. 157 plus 376 plus 413 plus 524. I have given them name as A, B, C and D. So I have to make a group which will make a round of number. So let us check, if I add A plus B, is it a round of number? No, because if I add 157 and 367, I get 524, which is not a round of number. If I group A and C, A plus C, A is 157 and C is 413, I get 600, which is a round of number. Now we can group A and C, then which number are left? B and D. So if we will check B and D also makes a round of number, which is 900. Now we can group the numbers as A plus C plus B plus D and gives us 600 plus 900, which is 1500. Question number 4. Add the following and check by reversing the order of addends. So I am given two numbers 325 and 4964. 325 as A, 4964 as B. So I shall take A in the first position and B in the second position and then add. A 325 plus B 4964 will give us 5289. Now next we change the order of the positions. Now I shall write B in the first position, A in the second position. So B is 4964 plus A 3 to 5. That is 5 to 8, 9. Therefore, A plus B is equal to B plus A. Question number 5. I have done it half. I am asked to find the sum of suitable rearrangement 34 plus 35 plus 36 plus 37 plus 65 plus 63 plus 64 plus 66. 34 I have given name 1, 35 2, 36 3, 37 4, 65 5, 63 6, 64 7 and 66 8. Now I shall check how can I make whole number by adding any two numbers from the given numbers. If I add 1 and 8, that means 1 is 34 and 8 number is 66. 34 and 66 gives us 100. Now I shall check 2 and 5. These two numbers, if I add, it gives 100. Can you find another group which make 100 after addition? I have made two groups, 1 and 8, 2 and 5. You make other two groups where after addition you get 100. And this is your classwork, and you have to show me in the evening. You do it as classwork. So in your classwork, I have given question number 1. Complete question 5 of page 10 and find the sum. I have given hint. You add 3 and 7, you get what you get, you find. Then you add 4 and 6, what you get, you find. After finding this, after finding the round of values, you add all the round of numbers. Thank you.